Good morning. We gotta get that anhydrous bar out of the shop there. So I'm gonna come out to the back shed and clear out a spot for it. We're not gonna put it in the new part because we have a really good spot in the old barn, or part of the barn where we have been keeping it, that works really well for it. So that's what we're gonna do. My dad is out mowing with the 4440 a little bit down the waterway where we park some of our tillage equipment. He wants to get the disc unhooked from the 9R so we can get that tractor put inside, which will be good. Ryland's riding with him. We might do some spraying later today. I don't know. We got to move all that stuff though. Ryland's getting the more what my childhood experience was, riding in the old 4440 Soundguard cab rather than, you know, these new fancy tractors with buddy seats. So I'm putting some of the stuff that we're going to use soon out here by the load pad. That sequence and the fusilade and stuff, we're going to start spraying on beans here as soon as it's dry enough, so maybe even this afternoon. Well, the stuff is out of here. That scaffolding can stay. Dad's got some hooks for his sawmill blades and such, but he should still be able to get to all of that with that bar sitting here. So Brock's here. We'll let him finish sweeping up and we'll go get our tractor. Look how dirty that window is. Oh gosh. Once we get done washing the implements that we're going to use behind us, meaning the corn planter now, then we can clean the tractor up a little better. But it's pointless now. I mean, we washed it off some, but I'm just going to keep blowing dirt on it when we're washing other stuff with it. So this tractor is not smooth. I don't like that Command Pro for this kind of stuff. It's just not smooth for getting it precise and doing this kind of stuff. And the dang anhydrous bar sways side to side so much it makes it difficult. We got it. We're free. Never fails. As soon as you unhook it, you find all the dirt you missed. Look at that. Pathetic. Ay, ay, ay. Check this out, though. Wow. Nice tractor sitting in our doorway there. Looking pretty good. All right, so we got to put our quick coupler back on here. You can't use it with the anhydrous bar, so that's why we had taken it off. It's sitting right over there. So Brock's grabbing the forklift and we're going to lift it back up there and put it back on. It's pretty easy to do. It doesn't take much. There. It's all back together. Okay. I don't really want to hook up the corn planter today, so we're not going to. But Dad's getting that other tractor unhooked. And so we may power wash the 9R a little bit today. Might have Brock work on that. What's up, dude? Good? Yeah, that's not what I asked. Alright, Grandpa needs to go do some spraying with the gator. Get our tank emptied out so I can use it. So the boys and I are going to go unhook this. Alright, well, this is where we park our tillage equipment. I know we should keep them in under roof, but we just don't have enough barn space, and it would take a lot in order to have enough barn space to keep both of these and the ripper and all of our equipment under roof. We just don't do it. So we're just going to unhook it here. This thing is back heavy, especially with the packer tongue hooked up, so you got to put the jack down in the back, not the front. But we should be all clear and unhooked. I did put cylinder stops in here so that it won't settle, and we'll use it again this fall. So we'll get it out when we're just before harvest and go through everything again, check the bearings and the tires and grease it, and we'll go. Our soybeans are growing. They look pretty good, I guess. For beans, they look good. They're not very good. You can see in the bean plot over here, we've got a couple of dark strips, like right there, over there. That's a starter fertilizer trial that we were doing. That's quite interesting that showed up big time. So we'll see. Our beans, for the most part, are just in a ugly phase where they just don't look very good, and you just like, come on, grow, and they don't. And then all of a sudden you walk out there the second week of July and like, oh, well, these beans look pretty good. So they're growing. They are in good shape. They got that yellow cast to them, and they're not the prettiest things in the world right now. All right, time out from our regularly scheduled programming to do a little field scouting. Look at this corn. This looks really, really good. Our irrigated field where we sprayed some of that fungicide foliar stuff. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 V6 corn, growing like crazy. Looks great. All right, well, I had the salesman from that Ag Explorer company come, and I wanted to go and look where we sprayed some of that V5 stuff last week. So we went up to look at that real quick. Brock's getting the heavy dirt off of our tractor. Is there lots of dirt on it? There was. Not so much anymore. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. All right, I had to switch the hand boom hose or wand back. We had it hooked into that white rope wick the other day, so I got that switched back. Brock's cleaning another tractor because we're doing them quick. Not doing them well, just doing them quick. So he's gonna rinse the 8430 off, which is not that dirty. Mostly just a little bit on the back and the hydraulic outlets leaked oil and stuff. And we'll be done with that one for a while. All right, we made it. Finally loaded up. I even loaded the tank up, so it'll all be all mixed up by the time we get down there. Let's go. It's way later than it's supposed to be before we're leaving. It's like noon now, so we'll stop and grab some lunch when we get down there. And I was gonna make a trip to Lowe's. I might still make a trip to Lowe's, but I haven't decided that yet. Brock is just knocking them out here. Second one done. There's a pretty big difference in the cleaning job that we do in June versus January, because I mean, we're just trying to clean the heavy dirt off of them now. We're not going through and waxing and making them super shiny and nice and stuff, because we're still using them. In the winter, we go through them a little more thoroughly, clean them up really nice, put that wax or protectant on them, and we're, you know, servicing and changing oils and looking for problems and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's why we can go through them so much faster right now. Finally, we made it down here, got lunch, made my trip to Lowe's. Now we're ready to go do our spraying. So we're gonna unload here and just drive to the fields because none of them are very far away. Yeah, I'll show you the corn when we get there. It looks okay here. It's not great, but it's not bad. So here's our corn. It's growing. It's nice, even stand. Looks really good all the way across the field. It's just a little pale yellow. We kind of burn it. Dad burned it with the Acuron, the corn herbicide. We put some crop oil in with it and heated it up to get some of the weeds that were growing out here that were already alive, because Acuron is a pre-emerge herbicide, not so much for post or for killing weeds that are already growing. It's to prevent them from germinating in the first place. But it will kill stuff that's already there, especially when you add some crop oil or some other things to it to heat it up, we call it. The problem with doing that is it also gets your corn. And so if you look at some of our lower leaves here, we've got this white speckling, bleaching. That is damage from that chemical. Now the upper leaves are cleaner, they're better, especially the newest one. It's just gonna take a little bit to process that and get through it and get that nice dark green color back. And we got a little bit of some burn from the anhydrous here, especially on the ends, or like that. That is damage from that leaf, and the sugars can't get out of it. This corn will be fine. It'll look better in a week or two than it does right now. Now, our objective with the Gator sprayer here is to go along these edges and clean this up. This is not bad here. I'm not worried about that, but there's a little bit in that first row down there. The side along those houses is really bad, and the side along the ditch. And so we're just gonna go all the way around the fields. We've got a 10-foot boom on there, so we're gonna drive in 2 rows, 1 row to the outside. We'll turn it on, and that will spray it and kill it, and we'll be done. And we've got our little hand sprayer we can use if necessary. Especially this. There's 2 rows of corn in that mess of weeds. We gotta knock that back. The line is that post. We're well inside of the boundary line on what I am spraying, so we're fine here, but I could imagine somebody would complain. I'm going around one of our bean fields now. We've got this fence row that has actual fence in it, that the ragweeds are just horrendous. And so I drove along it and used the spray gun to spray it onto the fence as best I could. Now we're driving back along it, using the boom to spray the stuff farther out away from the fence and just kill all these giant ragweeds off. You can see right in front of me where Dad's boom from the big sprayer got it. Everything out on the field side of that is dying, but just trying to get a little tighter up into there, to the fence there, because, yeah, no good. Well, that should clean that up pretty good. We'll stop here briefly and take a look at our soybeans that are coming. They look pretty dang good, actually. They're just behind because they were planted late, but they're here and you can row them, and they're pretty healthy looking. A little something biting on it there, but yeah, we got a really good stand. They just need to grow and grow quickly. I got back to the farmyard and sprayed around the driveways and all that crap, cleaned up a little bit. We're down to 10 gallons or less. Guess we're gonna have to fill her up before we go to the next group of fields. Thought I could gravity feed it, I can't. Tank's too low, no such luck. So we had to hook up a little pump. Still spraying around the outside of these fields. This one's not too bad, but we're just hitting them anyway. Should have put some gliders in the tank. I'm making this pass. I could have at least done 4 rows around the outside of all these fields. Oh well. All right. I don't like to complain about neighbors, but I'm going to complain about neighbors for a second. See that post? That's property line. See there's another one down there, white one? There's another one by the road. This line, this row of corn, is very much so on our side of that post. And yet this neighbor has decided that it is perfectly acceptable for them to come through here with their lawnmower and mow off our entire first row of corn along this lot. All mowed off. I'm not very happy about that. This is the same neighbor that accused us of knocking down their rotten posts on their fence here 4 or 5 years ago. But look, they're falling down over there too, and down there, and all around, because they've been there for 30 years and they're rotting off underground. If you're wondering, I used the handgun to spray along there to kill their grass in our corn, and not the boom, so that it doesn't drift. Because I don't want to kill their grass, or their garden that's right outside the edge of our field. I just want them to stay out of our field. All done, loaded up. Oh, I backed it on before. Wonder if I should back it on again. This windshield, I worry about this windshield in the wind. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This truck makes it easy to hook up to trailers. One, we've got the backup camera, but once you get the ball under there, you hit this little switch, and it raises the suspension. Picks it right up. Look at that. Watch it. Watch it. When it gets to the back here. Oh, yeah. I bet it'll pick it right off the ground. I'll give it enough time here. Pretty cool. Okay, back to Waldron we go. Before we do that, check out this thing. We had an old blast from the past with the rope wick on the sprayer, or on the gator, earlier this year. Check this thing out. We're gonna do it again. This is an old hair gator drag. I don't know what you want to call it. I would call it a drag. Dad keeps calling it a hair gator. He wants this for something. I can't remember exactly what he wants this up there for, but it's coming back to Waldron. And well, yeah, it's pretty cool. We're gonna need a cylinder in there, but we don't have anything to lift it up with a cylinder here anyway. So I don't know if Phil did that or Jack, but somebody got it all ready to go. I think the idea was to bring the gooseneck trailer down here and just lift it on with the forklift. But I'm not so sure how that's gonna work. We'll see. We made it back home, farm. Yeah, I don't know what Dad's doing, if he's still spraying. Nope, sprayer's there. Figure out where everybody's at. We gotta put some tractors away. Is the big tractor in there? Yep, I got that one in there. We'll put the 8430 in. We do got a little stuff in the tank we can spray out at some point yet, but it just kind of lives in here for a while until we're stuff gets too big to drive through. Well, yeah. All right, I got the trailer unhooked and put away. We got to put a couple of tractors away. Brock got the 8430. Hey, this way, Rylan. I picked up a couple of helpers. No, it's not. It's out here. So we're gonna put the 8430 in the new barn, and we're gonna put the 8RX. Just grab the planter real quick. We're not gonna get it all hooked up, but we'll put that inside too. So, starting to get some spring equipment put away. Out we go.
I never knew what the little seat looked like in there, and it looks like that.
Okay.
Compare the 9R tires are bigger than these.
The 9R tires are bigger than the front tires on the 8430. You were correct.
These tires are both the same height.
Oh, the 8430 tires are actually a little taller, but they're not as wide.
Yeah. Hey, the sprayer is the most bolts on loose to take the tires off.
Oh, it has the most bolts.
Yeah.
There, we're starting to use this barn for what it's for. We're going to put the 8RX in here, and we're going to hook onto that corn planter. Or just, like I said, just pick it up. And that's next week's project. There. Okay. It's 5:30 on a Friday. I'm going home. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. We're not making videos tomorrow or Sunday. Maybe some spraying gets done, but I'll see you guys Monday, Tuesday morning when Monday's video comes out. Hold on. I'm filming. Anyway, questions and comments, leave them down below. Hit that like and subscribe button for me if you would, please. And make sure you check out farmfocus.com for all your merchandise from Borderview Farms and all your other favorite ag YouTubers. All right, boys. Can you tell everybody bye?
Bye.
Bye.